Hey, what's up guys, Steven here. Welcome back to another video, and today we're talking about UST projectors, especially for the brand new Xbox Series X. Now, a lot of people nowadays, they try to get a new television or new projector for the new console. Now, it's really important to know, in order to get 4K 120 on the new generation of the consoles, you need HDMI 2.1. HDMI 2.0B can only transport maximum 4K at 60 Hz. Now, the projector I have right over here is a kind of budget projector, but the display quality is just simply amazing. Alright guys, so today we're talking about the Xiaomi Wemax ONE. Now, just to notice, it's not an HDMI 2.1 4K projector, it's actually some kind of budget projector. But the cool thing is that the display quality is really amazing, even for the new consoles. If you want to get 4K 120Hz on the new Xbox Series X or on the PS5, you need to have a television with HDMI 2.1, because that's the only way to get 120Hz on your television. But projectors like this, even if they exist, they are really expensive. Especially 4K projectors are really expensive. Now, I was last year on the CES in Vegas and I saw the Vava 4K projector and it looks really stunning. But also this one is over $2,000. Now, the Xiaomi Wemax ONE is around 1,200 euros. I bought it myself from Bango.com and it's a really good alternative if you're looking into gaming on a huge screen.
I like that. I like that.
Now, what are the advantages of an ultra-short for a projector? First of all, you don't need a lot of space. The projector is right in front of the screen. The only disadvantage is that you need to have a good screen. Due to the projection angle of the light, if you do that on a wall and your wall is not 100% straight, you will really see that. And also, a screen really helps to reflect the light to make it even brighter. As you can see on the image in the background, it's now a lot of ambient light right over here, video lighting, but still you can see a really clear and good image on the screen. Now, the screen itself, it's from Vividstorm, it's a 100-inch screen. It's really huge, as you can see. It's not really cheap, it's almost the same price as the projector, but it's really worth it. This screen right over here is a motorized screen. That means it comes with a remote. As soon as you press the button, it raises the screen, and you can also wall mount it, and that's really amazing. The Xiaomi Wemax ONE is a laser projector. The advantages of a laser projectors are that there is more contrast and the light source is much brighter. Also, the lifetime of the lamp is a lot higher. It's around about 25,000 operating hours. And if you use it for, let's say, 2 hours a day, this equals 34 years of usage. Now, the projector is marketed on many websites as a 4K projector, but you need to understand that only the input is 4K. It has 3 HDMI inputs that all support HDCP 2.2, but it's only HDMI 2.0. That means 4K 60Hz is the maximum input, but the native resolution of the projector is only full HD. But as you can see there in the background, even though it's only full HD, with the right screen, it really looks good. The downside, however, of this projector is that many things in the menu are in Chinese. On the Wemax ONE, you can actually switch the language to English, but this only refers to the menu. Still, some things will remain in Chinese, and also the menu, which you can see right here in the background. As you can see, there are some Chinese letters right over here. This you cannot change. Now, there are some threads online in some forums where they try to flash a global software on it. It's kind of Mi TV, they call it. Maybe it's even possible to install Android TV, but I will come up with a separate video on this topic. Now, regarding the build quality, it's one of the most impressive projectors I've ever seen. It's really heavy, it's huge, it got front-firing speakers that sound really clear, have good bass. You can also wirelessly connect some rear speakers, a subwoofer, a gamepad, everything over Bluetooth, which is really cool. The matte black finish of the projector is also nice to blend it in your home, and the only thing you will hear is a little bit of fan noise in the background. In some reviews I heard that there is some high frequent noise coming from the projector, but as you can hear right over here, I actually don't hear anything except of the fan noise. But if you're playing or watching with audio, then usually the fan noise, you don't hear it anymore. Now, the projector has Wi-Fi to connect it to the internet, also to download updates, to stream. But well, due to the Chinese software, the streaming services like Netflix, Amazon Prime are not included. Regarding the ports, we have one USB port, we have 3 HDMI ports which also support ASC, so it's actually HDMI 3 that supports ASC. There's audio output, 3.5mm headphone jack. There's AV input. There's an optical output, for instance, for a soundbar. And also there's an Ethernet connector if you don't want to use the Wi-Fi connection. But what about the picture quality? Now, I'm not really an expert in terms of picture quality calibrating. I can just tell you from what I see, it's one of the most amazing projectors I've tested so far, even though it doesn't have native 4K resolution. It's really bright due to the laser light source, but I would really recommend you guys to check out Vincent's video, which I will link down below, because he really explains how to calibrate it. There are also some calibration presets. Now, regarding the calibration, for sure you have different display profiles where you can tweak colors and everything. But you need to understand that there is only one user profile. So all the changes you make, there is only one user profile where it gets saved, and the other ones are just presets. So this, for enthusiasts, could be a little bit annoying. There is no gamma control and no frame interpolation. That means the projector is kind of stuck at 60 Hz. Now, if you're watching some cinema movies in 24 Hz, if it pans, you will see some jitter. And if this bothers you, like for cinema movies, then this projector is maybe not the right fit for you. Vincent said in his video that the best image is actually if you upscale the image to 4K and feed the projector 4K input, and then the projector downscales to Full HD. This is also what I have noticed. Now, with the new Xbox, you cannot set it to 4K input, because if you check out the settings, you will see it cannot detect the projector as HDR compatible, as 4K 60 compatible, or even as 4K compatible. It supports 4K input, which works perfectly nice with a computer or some other devices, but with the new consoles, this unfortunately does not work. Nevertheless, the image is looking really good. There is also DLP-Link 3D support, but there are no glasses supplied. Now, 3D kind of never made it really to the market, so if you want to watch some 3D with this projector, you need to buy some glasses, and they are really hard to get and super expensive, so I cannot really recommend it. Now, the input lag is something that is not that good for gamers, so it's over 100 milliseconds. I think Vincent measured around about 107 milliseconds. However, I played a lot of games on this projector, especially racing games, some shooters, and for me it was not that noticeable. For sure, I'm not a pro gamer, I just like to game a lot, I have a lot of consoles, but I didn't really notice something. Now, on the new Xbox, I noticed a very small delay when using the controller, so there could be some delay while gaming. Just make sure, if you're really bothered about this, then don't buy this projector. But check it out right now on the screen. So gaming for me was really a pleasure, and Need for Speed was working absolutely fine. Alright guys, so that's it. I know this projector is already a little bit longer on the market, but I have to say it's really stunning for the price. And I got it for around about 1,200 euros from Banggood, which is a really good price. I think they mostly now sell the Pro model for around about 1,600, which is still kind of a lot. Now, I just want to make this video because there's a lot of confusion out there. Many of the online shops, they market it as a 4K projector. I almost fell for it, I thought it's 4K, but if you check out the datasheet, it's actually a native 1080p projector. Now, I was a bit disappointed when I saw this on the spec sheet, but as soon as I tested the projector, I have to say, it is really great, even though it's Full HD. Now, I have my simulator set up right over here. I sit like 1 or 2 meters in front of the screen, and still I don't see any pixels. So for me, Full HD is nice, but if you're looking for a 4K projector that is really amazing, you should check out the Wawa 4K projector. It's also a laser projector like the Xiaomi one, but it's mostly only available in the US. And really important guys, get a good screen. The screen is almost much more important than the projector itself. You can buy the nicest projector, but if you don't have a screen, then you won't get this nice contrast and also this great light intensity, because the screen here reflects the light. This is a screen especially made for ultra short throw projectors, and it's really worth the money. So I'll leave you also some links down below in the description to VividStorm and to Banggood, to the projector, so make sure to check it out. And there will be some more Xbox videos coming soon, also some teardown. And if you haven't checked out my TikTok yet, where I do a lot of console modding, then make sure to check it out. Links are also down below. As always guys, big thanks for watching. I'm Steven from TechMagnet, and I'm signing out.